This is my 6th mouse bungee. Problem is, they all just move and you have to constantly readjust and put them back to the ideal position. For some reason, only Cougar was smart enough to add a suction cup, and oh boy is it strong. Just make sure the surface is flat without any weird texture. At first I thought there's no reason to say that you have to actually clean the surface before applying it. But reading the reviews, apparently you do. It will stick way better, trust me. Hi, name's Alex Crane and I am the owner of the original one for around a year. But since I recently got my hands on the RGB version, I had to reshoot like half of the video. Mouse bungees are especially popular among FPS players, but are used pretty much by all gamers. Takes away the drag and makes your mouse movements more consistent. Also makes your cables last longer while at it. DIY options don't really benefit your performance. As you can see, this finger right here is bendy. Paired with a lot of practice and muscle memory, you will see actual improvements. Back to the review. I have reapplied it over 50 times shooting this video. Still holds up like a champ. At most, you would need to clean the suction cup running under some water and letting it air dry. Obviously you won't submerge the RGB version, but rather use a wet cloth. Also, don't throw away this small protective plastic thing. It'll be very useful if you decide to take your mouse bungee to a LAN party or tournament. Cable thickness. I see on Amazon a lot of people complain they can't get their cable in. Well, this cable is a bit shy of half a centimeter, and I've seen people put even thicker cables. You just have to press a little bit. It's rubber, it won't break. Design wise, I prefer the non-RGB version just because it's more simple. We get a color switch button dead center and 2 USB ports down the side. And the USBs themselves are 2.0, like slow charging and data transfer. I mean, I could live with the micro USB port they're using, but why would you use USB 2.0? Add a power adapter and give us some juicy speeds. The RGB also leaks into the USB ports, and I find it kind of distracting if you're actually looking at it. So the only realistic way you're going to use these ports are for dongles, like for Bluetooth or wireless keyboards. Obviously not a mouse, otherwise you wouldn't even need this in the first place. But if you're looking for a way to beautify your setup buying this, probably this is not the way you want things sticking out of it. As for the RGB, we get a dozen solid colors with 3 pulsing effects. Brightness cannot be adjusted and is a bit too overpowering when gaming at night. Also, as you can see, the LEDs are sparsely placed, so it doesn't look like a uniform ring of light. If you're really into RGB, well, I guess you don't have that many options, do you? Otherwise, I would stay away from this half-assed attempt, especially considering it's double the price. They really need to add USB 3.0 support and increase the number of LEDs. Oh, likes and comments boost me in the algorithm, so if you have 10 seconds to spare, please leave something. And see you in the next one.